here, I promise. Hey. Hello, everybody. Today's shit. Today is so shit. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm half distracted. Okay. Bye, Moya. Yeah. Hello. We're in GTA. I was feeling unwell anyway at the start of the day. Now I feel worse. For those of you who are unaware, they have paused our mortgage application because they think the property we're trying to buy is worth 25 grand less than it actually is.
Hi, I'm Candy.
Hey, and speaking of impossible, Jane from Cedar Grove is on the line.
Anyway, we got
how difficult it is being a parent today. Hello, Jane.
100 taxi levels to do, so I'm just going to do those. We can listen to Chatterbox on the way. I will actually...
And he says, Mommy, where's the reset button? Kids these days, they think life is a game. Well, it's not a game, Laszlo.
There we go.
It's very, very serious. I let my kid play video games, and now he runs around the house looking...
You can now listen to the radio while I'm doing these.
My little Sam's been playing this new video game called Pogo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
You got to do 100 of these.
And Sam made a homemade banana cannon in shop class and was lobbing them across the street at a fast food restaurant. And it's all because of video games. Laszlo, life does not have a reset button.
Thursday at 8:15 a.m.
I love that button.
I mean, we'll be up at 8:15 a.m, but we're not retired.
Love Media, bringing people and the finest in entertainment together.
All right, hello, next caller. You're on Chatterbox.
I want to talk about that bang stuff. People say it's bad for you. It's not bad for you at all. Why aren't you talking? Oh, you think I'm strange? Am I on the air? Hello? Answer me, you pansy.
What's your question?
Bang! 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 Bang!
What about it? I mean, that's not really a question. Questions usually start with words like how and why, and they end with your voice going up like this.
Don't mock me. I know where you work. You're just like all the rest.
How's that?
Fluoride is evil, dude. And toothpaste, they use it to control us. Why do you think all the commercials tell you to brush your twice a day? I've read books.
And what book have you been reading that tells you that toothpaste is evil?
Dentures, the Devil, and the Great Cavity Cover-Up by J. Phil Higginbottom. If you've seen what I've seen, and if you've heard what I've heard, you'd never brush your teeth again.
I suppose you're one of those people that says that diet soda makes you go crazy later in life.
I told you before, man. Don't mock me. My taxes pay your salary, you pansy.
Sir, this is a commercial radio station owned by Love Media. Advertising revenue pays my salary. And on that note, it's been 2 full minutes since a commercial. But I'd like to say, if anyone else is stressed, might I recommend Equinox from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. We'll be back after these important messages.
Now out.
I used to be concerned and nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey,
As someone who enjoys his lions, and is typically a very nocturnal person,
After the divorce and
I get that.
life was getting me down. I couldn't focus on anything at work. After trying Equinox, I've been Employee of the Month 3 times in a row.
I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep.
Equinox is new from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals.
So, fun thing,
Ask your doctor about Equinox today. Equinox.
with emulating the game, you notice little things that they did for cutbacks, like to save space,
The TV event that will make history.
and like draw distance to manage the PS2's resources, and it just dawned on me
We'll take 20 recent
that the
equip them with grenades and flamethrowers and let them
the level of detail model for the taxi pickups is much worse than for the general pedestrians.
Happy blimp, and all of a sudden these guys crashed through the window and started shooting at each other. I was so excited, I didn't even notice I'd been hit. After that, I was hooked on Liberty City Survivor. I watch it every day in the hospital.
The game doesn't end until there's only one
Hang
man
on,
left.
I need to close my email. There you go.
City Survivor.
All right, Liberty City, this is your talk radio show Chatterbox, where your opinion matters. Let's go to the phones. Hello, caller, you're on Chatterbox.
Hey, you ever had possum? That's good eating.
Nah, I really can't say I have.
Well, you ought to try it sometime. I tell you, man, it's good eating. Possum, raccoon, even zebra meat. It's pretty good.
I hate dropping off there.
Do you have anything else to say?
Because there's nobody to pick up.
Pigeons are good, too. Sometimes they come with notes attached, just like a fortune cookie with wings. Squirrels not so good. They taste like goldfish. Meat real stringy. You know what I mean?
Actually, I can't say that I do. But if I did eat too much squirrel...
Also, Jaded, feel free to shout out CK's Twitch channel. / shout out.
Actually exercises you overnight. Let's learn a little bit more
And then the
about
thingy.
I've tried everything, and I
You know
couldn't
what I
get
mean.
those extra 200 pounds off. It started to affect my marriage.
She was too big for me, and I'll sleep with anything.
The abdometrix, the thiazides, the tummy stapling. I've had my mouth sewn up, my hands chopped off. You name it, I've tried it.
Yeah, except for exercising and eating right, Porky.
That's right, honey. Then I found the Dormatron, using a new...
You know, it just dawned on me, I do wonder how GTA 6 is going to handle what has effectively become the death of commercial radio. Commercial radio is nowhere as big as it used to be. Anywhere, even compared to 10 years ago.
I've lost 280 pounds. My husband's all mine again.
That's right, honey. No more escort services for me. Don't be fat a day longer than you have to. Remember, being fat can even ruin a romantic cruise. Call Dormatron now at 1-800-SLEEP-OFF-LARD or visit www.sleepofflard.com and sleep your way to a thinner, happier you. I'm a marketing manager who lives in the suburbs and commutes to work on the highway. I live alone, so of course I needed a car that could seat 12 and is equipped to drive across Arctic tundra. It just makes me feel better.
The new Batsu monstrosity. Mine is bigger.
Oh, what? That's a good commercial. I love commercials, don't you? This is Chatterbox. We are taking your calls right now.
Get in here.
Hello, caller. You are on the air.
Hi, Laszlo. Is that your real name?
Huh? Of course it's my real name.
Are you Hungarian?
No, I'm from upstate.
Are you sure that's not a fake radio name like Andy or Bobo? I thought all those radio people had fake names.
Do you have a question or you just want to sit here and talk?
Thank you, beautiful.
No, that's it.
That'll do. Everyone go follow CK if you don't already follow CK. If you don't already follow CK, why don't you already follow CK? Go follow CK. Also follow Jaded. Jaded is also great.
Okay, here's the deal. This isn't Gardening with Maurice. That's on later.
No, he got taken off the air. He lied. I know he did. I've been trying to make a hybrid of a peach and a Pekingese midget fight bitch for the last 2 years. And it is impossible. Impossible, I tell you.
Okay, and speaking of impossible, Jane from Cedar Grove is on the line, and she wants to talk about how difficult it is being a parent today. Hello, Jane.
Hi, Laszlo. I love the show. I'm a first-time caller. I wanted to say something about these video games. They are warping our kids' minds. My son's dog, Hugo, got hit by a truck, and he said, Mommy, where's the reset button? Kids these days, they think life is a game. Well, it's not a game, Laszlo. It is very, very serious.
Let's go follow Mamo. Admiral Mamo's around. Go follow Mamo.
Looking for gold coins. This is teaching our children to go chase money. My little Sam's been playing this new video game called Pogo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The shop teacher called me today, and Sam made a homemade banana cannon in shop class and was lobbing them across the street at a...
Also, if a kid makes a homemade banana bazooka...
Laszlo, life does not have a reset button.
Right, but this show does. I love that.
You should celebrate it rather than...
Especially if you're in our key demographic.
Love media, bringing people and the finest in entertainment together.
This person wanted to be taken around the corner.
It's bad for you. It's not bad for you at all. Why aren't you talking? What, you think I'm strange?
Wait, have we already had this?
Answer me, you pansy.
What's your question?
Did it loop?
Bang.
Did the entire thing loop?
Not really a question.
Did I break the radio show?
How and why, and they end with your voice going up like this.
Don't mock me.
I'm pretty certain we literally just had this.
How's that?
It shouldn't have looped that quick.
They use it to control us.
It's like it should be an hour long. What the hell?
And what book have you been reading that tells you that toothpaste is evil?
Oh, I screwed up. I went the wrong way.
Think about it. You've seen what I've seen. You've heard what I've heard. You'd never brush your teeth again.
I suppose...
Like, I've got the recording as an MP3 file. It's literally an hour and a bit long.
Don't mock me. My taxes pay your salary.
That's why I put it on while I was doing this, doing the taxi missions, because I thought, you know, it's long enough to not repeat too much.
On that note, it's been 2 full minutes since a commercial, but I'd like to say if anyone else is stressed, might I recommend Equinox from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. We'll be back after these important messages.
Sell out.
I used to be concerned and nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth or a family funeral. Hey, sometimes you need a little help navigating life's trouble spots. That's when I discovered Equinox.
After the divorce and losing little Tommy?
I don't think unlocking new content even happened in GTA 3. Honestly, I didn't think it was dynamic, but now I'm rethinking that.
Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep.
Equinox is new from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. Ask your doctor about Equinox today.
Equinox may cause nausea, loss of sleep, blurred vision, leakage, kidney problems, and breathing irregularities.
I know it was dynamic in San Andreas, but I don't remember it being dynamic in Vice City 3.
Equinox, softening life's harsh realities.
Tonight, the TV event that will make history, Liberty City Survivor. This takes reality TV to a whole new level.
I mean, if it's outright broken, I'll just grab the MP3 and play that in the background.
And flamethrowers, and let them hunt each other down. It's the reality show where you just might be part of the action.
I was grabbing a sandwich at the Happy Blimp, and all of a sudden these guys crashed through the window and...
So I'm entirely here for a fast food place called the Happy Blimp.
After that, I was hooked on Liberty City Survivor. I watch it every day in the hospital.
The game doesn't end until there's only one man left standing. Tune in nightly or watch the 24-hour live webcast.
No, in theory there should be an interview of a guy who does kung fu yoga shite.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox.
And also...
Chatterline to tell us what's on your mind. Line 4, you're on Chatterbox. What's on your mind?
Liberty City Cox rule!
Okay, this is new.
That's lovely, thanks. Next caller, you're on Chatterbox.
That last guy was so full of crap. Everyone knows women are made from sand.
Okay, great. Another lunatic. Hello, next caller. You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, you were talking about short guys and attitude. Well, you know, you'd have an attitude too if you couldn't reach the friggin' cheesy squirrels.
We had a Burger King tonight because we were so depressed and fucked up over the mortgage that we just couldn't be fucked anymore.
What kind of egomaniac are you? You got your own
Yeah,
show. How about letting other
I'm
people
kind of
talk
regretting
about
that, as I felt sick already.
Oh, I'm so important. Listen to me talk about my tall stuff. I think I'll put this on the top shelf. Hey, what's the weather like down there? How's it going, short stuff? Can you get that? You're closer. Why so sad, Pee-wee? Who do you think you are? Short people are people, too.
All right, another award-winning show on Chatterbox. Today we're talking about anything, it seems. If you have something to say about anything, call now. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I love the show. Love hearing people's opinions. That's what made this country great. People and opinions and stuff. Most of all, guns. I had it with people whining about guns kill people. Guns don't kill people. Death kills people. Ask a doctor. It's a medical fact. You can't die from a bullet. You can die from a cardiac arrest or organ failure or major hemorrhage. A small piece of metal ain't the problem. Besides, I only use my machine gun in the safety of my own home, my car. I ain't hurting nobody. And countries that don't have guns ain't America.
You know, that's a really good point. Countries
It's funny that this game is 23 years old and that
have less shootings in this country. All right, we're going over here to line.
this entire thing still happens.
You are on Chatterbox.
It's still
I'd like to say something about taxes.
an in-state joke.
State.
No, taxes. Well, you know, look, taxes are really wrong. My father worked his whole life. He played the lottery. And now the state wants to pay taxes on the money he wins from that stuff. Buy your own lottery ticket, you know? Hey.
Good point. I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello, you are on Chatterbox.
Hello, Laszlo. I'm a first-time caller. I recently moved to Liberty City from Hampshire in England.
Oh, really? How do you like it? I mean, is it hard to get used to the language? You speak English pretty good.
Oh, thank you, Laszlo.
Fuck me.
Yes, I do like it here. There's one thing, though.
That NPC came out of nowhere.
When I was a boy in England, I had a nanny. She was very...
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's excellent child care here in America, you know.
Well, I'm sure. But the thing is, Laszlo, when I was a naughty boy, I
Was it really that exaggerated
spanked me when I was naughty. And now
on the scale of things?
when Freddy's naughty, he needs to get spanked.
Well, there's some child psychologists who probably say that spanking can
It was definitely exaggerated satire of like gang violence and related. I mean, hell, the entire Mafia plotline, which is only like the first, what, 15 missions, if that? is basically Goodfellas.
All right, that's enough of him. God, who gave this guy a green card? This is Chatterbox. We're talking about short guys, nannies, taxes, and anything sane you'd like to bring to the party. Hello, you are on Chatterbox.
I was listening to that caller about taxes. His views were a little extreme. How do you expect to be a responsible member of society if you don't understand how the government spends your money? Why are people afraid of numbers? Sine and cosine are two of the most elegant, incredible discoveries of humanity. I mean, the Cartesian coordinate system has an elemental power I find liberating and even sexy. And I'm not ashamed to say it.
Okay, thanks for calling. Now that we've lost 98% of our audience, let's reward the other 2% with a commercial. When we come back, we'll have a special studio guest. Special because he advertises on this radio station. Remember, it's not a conflict of interest if we own all the radio stations in town. We'll be right back after this message.
In today's fast-paced world, a split second can be the difference between achieving your dreams.
Hey, I just won the Nobel Peace Prize!
And not.
Oh, wonder Brassland's on that.
More Americans are realizing if you don't have the latest and greatest technological devices, you will fall behind.
I didn't upgrade my personal organizer, and 2 days later I was diagnosed.
Also, very much that thing of like, it's the year 2001, personal organizers were still a thing.
They'll set you up with all your 21st century technology needs.
I only spent $20,000, and now I can get email in the shower or surf the internet while I'm driving.
I was bored stupid at my daughter's recitals and my son's Little League games. Thanks to House of Tomorrow, I can play wireless head-to-head 3D virtual reality poker, literally anywhere.
I know it's in Chinatown, but I really need the pay and spray.
You can find it at House of Tomorrow. Remember, only technology makes life worth living. House of Tomorrow. We'll upgrade your system, then you can upgrade your life.
And now it is my great pleasure to welcome Fernando Martinez, who it says here is the founder of Fernando's New Beginnings, a revolutionary new way.
Isn't that Amazon though, Jaded?
Fernando, welcome.
The pleasure is mine, Laszlo. It is.
Remember, it's not a conflict of interest if we own all of the stores online.
So tell me about Fernando's New Beginnings.
Truly, Laszlo, it is a miracle, a blessing. It is a revolution in the marriage guidance. For my people, marriage is, how'd you say, sacred. The bond between the father and the mother. It is made in heaven and in the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
I think so.
For my people, it is the holiest, most sacrosanct thing imaginable, like a church. Yet, for it to be a happy marriage, it must also be like a brothel. The woman, she must be many, many arts, be skilled in making house, cooking, changing the diapers on the babies, and she must also be a whore, a vixen in the bedroom, imaginative, exotic, constantly fresh. It is impossible. You change diapers and then you are a French maid? Fernando thinks not. Fernando knows not.
Well, I mean, you know, it's an age-old problem. I mean, how do you keep the excitement in a marriage?
Excitement, exactly. Passion, danger. How, Laszlo? How? Tell me how, and I give you...
I'm very sorry that I am quiet. I feel like shit, but I wanted to play some GTA, so here we are.
Not a kiss like I give a woman, or even a donkey. Because you do not know.
Well, I mean, in this case, ignorance kind of seems like bliss. I wasn't really up for kissing on air. I mean...
Why not, Laszlo? Am I not attractive? Am I not irresistible?
Wasn't that a great irony, though, that, like, this game...
I mean, you brought it up.
No, my friend.
Doesn't have cell phones, but Vice City is pretty much entirely built around you, running around with a brick.
Hypothetically, you make me all personal. It's a bit different. If I say, imagine if your wife was ugly, you can nod your head. But if I say, hey, Laszlo, your wife, she looked like yesterday's dinner after I eat. You're not so happy. It's a big difference, my friend.
Anyway,
the marriage is impossible, Laszlo. If a man was born an angel, maybe it's possible. But a man is born a man. And a man with needs. He needs a woman to tuck his babies into the bed.
That's true, we are getting Chatterbox. Liberty City's premier talk radio station.
So he starts flirting with this secretary, takes her out for a drink, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, he's found all kinds of uses for the office furniture.
Exactly, Laszlo. I know what you are like. I see it in your eyes. A wanderer, a dreamer, a man who has needs, but an idiot. And I can save you. And I can save your marriage.
My marriage doesn't need saving.
Hey, you are the one mentioning the pretty assisting and the office furniture and the ay caramba, my friend. Listen, Laszlo, and listen very closely. Your marriage is a gift. It's a present from above. But you are a man. I think we see by now you are no angel. I can save
Who
you.
on earth plays Fernando? He gets hired. He was hired almost as much as Laszlo. I'm pretty certain he's the only character, other than Laszlo, that appears in every GTA game.
You thinking about your pretty assistant. We already know that. See?
Go on.
But Laszlo.
Sorry, correction. Every mainline GTA game.
Put your little secretary with the...
I know Laszlo's in Liberty City Stories. I don't think he's in Vice City Stories, is he?
What then, my friend? What then?
I know Maurice isn't.
If you are lucky, my friend.
Not Maurice,
But you, more
Fernando.
likely, your marriage is ruined, Laszlo.
I don't think
Your
Fernando's
sweetheart,
in.
she hates you. Your pretty secretary, she wants you to be her man. You back into square one. My friend,
Liberty City
you
Stories.
and 1,000 men like you. For me, once it was so. But then one day, I was driving my car, and I realized, Fernando, you are blessed. You are a miracle. 1,000 miracles rolled into one. You saved the marriage. And...
Yeah, it says my parents actually bought me a really cheap personal organizer when I was in secondary school. I never used it because I found it easier just to write shit down in a notebook.
We call it Fernando's Beginning, because that is what
It did very much feel like a solution looking for a problem, at least at my
a miracle,
level.
Laszlo. A miracle. A man is a good father, a loving husband, the winner of bread 6.5 days a week. On the spare half day, I save his life.
How?
By giving him what he needs in a controlled environment. I give him passion.
What, with you? That kind of sounds like a limited market.
Laszlo, you are very prejudiced. I don't like that. But no, not with me. Passion for life. Passion for love. Passion for women. Which he can take home to his wife.
Frank Chavez.
What, so you act like a pimp?
Not a pimp, little man.
Do me a favour, go on the GTA wiki, I think it's a fandom wiki, and find out how many GTA games this character appears in for you, will you?
And truly, the results are remarkable. With my unique counseling, 1,000 marriages have been saved, and 1 million more could be saved every day.
Fernando
The
Martinez.
wives know about this.
In their hearts, Laszlo, they know they have been saved.
As I'm pretty certain he's in every game after GTA 3.
Fernando Martinez, Exotic Marriage Guidance Made Easy. Ring us now. Hey.
6 on IMDb.
Line 1. Caller, you are on Chatterbox.
Hi, Laszlo. Hey, Fernando. My name's Jerry, and I'm a first-time caller.
I can think
I
of...
wanted to say, hey, Laszlo, you're a real tough on
Wait,
Fernando
6.
back there. I'll tell you one thing.
Is he in Vice City Stories by any chance?
He saved my marriage, and I married a bus of a woman. Now I don't feel sick every time I open my eyes.
See, Laszlo? You see? I remember Jerry so well.
He hosts a radio station in Vice City Stories.
Half a man.
He's not in Liberty City Stories, but he's in Vice City Stories.
And his marriage, it is killing him.
Okay.
Where is the passion?
I'm pretty certain he's in GTA 4.
By ugliness. You
He's
see,
definitely in
Mrs. Jerry, she's not a
Vice City and San Andreas.
She's more like
He's
an offensive
definitely in
lion or a
5.
lioness. Big and hairy, but fertile. She gives Jerry 5 kids, but she's even bigger. Now she's like a whole offensive lion. He feels no pride in himself. He has no pride in his marriage. He is ashamed of this wonderful lady who bears him so many young. And he comes to me.
Talking about early satire, this is basically
I love my wife, even though
incel talking points, right?
And I say, Jerry, you are a man. It is a man's duty.
Wait, he's not in San Andreas.
Even if she is like a farmhouse. And now Jerry is saved.
By sleeping with other women.
He was in episodes, but he wasn't in GTA 4. Now I'm befuddled.
A beautiful union by an adulterer and Queen Kong. And that's great. So, who's on the line now?
Why do I think he was in San Andreas?
I love the show and always wanted to call in. You really offended me today. Who is this gutter trash you got on the show?
Hey, Janice, I share your anxiety. The studio kind of forced him on me.
Hey, you watch yourself, mister. And you, Jack.
Okay, so here's the next question. Is
No, he's an idiot and a jerk.
Is Laszlo in Liberty City Vice City Stories?
And a little bit of a know-it-all, but very pretty lady. This is the thing, Laszlo. The women they think in New Beginnings is only for men. But no, it is for women too. For Janice, if her husband goes to New Beginning, she thinks Senor Wonderful all over again. And in the extreme case, maybe she come to work for me, and she get a new beginning herself. She discovered the excitement of the fashion all for herself. This is Janice. You called me Cinco.
And there's just so many memorable characters in the 3D era.
Now listen, don't try
GTA
to
games.
pimp out my listeners.
That is
And lots of characters that just aren't memorable at all, to be honest with you.
not pimping. I save. I give the fashion back. And you better watch yourself, buddy. Because for my people, we take these insults very personally. And then, you no longer Mr. Talk Show. You Mr. Who Cut Out My Tongue.
Who are your people anyway? Which exotic location do you come from?
I am Latin.
Latin is a big place there, buddy. Where in Latin?
I do not need to listen to these insults. I have pride. I have a calling. Many are called, but few are chosen, my friend. And I was called.
Oh, I just scratched my fucking eyelid. Ow.
A miracle.
So,
I rubbed my eye, and I apparently have a sharp
okay?
fingernail, and just scratched my eyelid.
A real Latin passion. I work the miracles every day. Listen, wives, children, if your husband, if your daddy, if he's not happy, send him to me, Fernando. In exchange for a few hours a week, I give you the world.
Get off! Get lost! You're just a cheap pimp from upstate! Get out of my studio!
I saved your daddy! I saved your husband! It is a miracle!
Get out of here!
It's a
He's never credited in GTA 3?
Have one delivered. Just log on to petsovernight.com.
That surprises me.
We'll send you a cute kitten overnight. Petsovernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
I mean, he worked as one of the
Time for a public service announcement.
major audio producers for Rockstar, so yeah, he's going to be in all sorts of things.
You're listening to a Love Media station. Enjoy.
Yeah, he wrote Chatterbox.
Alright, we're back here on Chatterbox, the radio show that never gets old. I'm Laszlo with open ears and a closed mind. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name?
I wanted to talk about spanking.
Oh, God, not another one.
I think spanking kids is the only way to teach them right from wrong.
So, you think that teaching kids at an early age that violence is the solution to problems will make them valuable members of our society?
Exactly. I knew you'd understand, Laszlo. My daddy used to whoop the tar out of me. He once hit me so hard my spleen fell out of my ear. Didn't do me no harm. Look at me now. I'm the best pest control guy in East Portland. I've killed more rats.
I know, I'm the best pest control guy in East Portland.
And I love it.
Even if you take the assumption that Liberty City is supposed to be bigger than it actually is, East Portland is
Man, I'm starting to believe that guy about the fluoride in the drink.
a small hamlet.
Listen, if there's any sane person left in Liberty City that can hear my voice, please call the show right now. This is an SOS going out across the city. All right, let's go over to this line. Hello, caller. You are on the air. Are you sane? Are you a sane caller?
Absolutely, Laszlo. Killer bees.
Killer bees.
Yes, killer bees. Did you know that if the current migration north continues, we will all be dead in 3 years? Did you want to become a bee stepper? I don't. That's why we must act
Hey,
now.
Jaded, how does it feel being dead?
I wonder why more people aren't
Or
talking
did the
about
Strait of Labrador
swarming. It sounds pretty serious.
protect you there?
But the killer bees are nothing compared to ants. You can't kill them.
And I don't worry about Mamo, because Baltimore, like, no killer bee would dare step foot in Baltimore.
Ants, killer bees, fat people, what's plaguing you? Call now. Chatterbox, hello, you're on the air.
Yes. I'd like to say something about these damn people on trains and buses in the city who yammer on and on into their cell phones. I'm really glad we get to hear about what you're having for dinner. What we should do is herd them up and put them on an island. I am the president of a group called Citizens Raging Against the Phone.
Crap?
Exactly.
Your organization's called Crap. What kind of moron are you? You want to round people up for using a phone? But you're calling up on a phone to tell the world about it. I mean, how many people are there in this crap?
Citizens are raging against phones, Laszlo.
How many people?
There are 3 of us. It's hard organizing meetings without the phone, though. We've had to resort to carrier pigeons.
Please never call yourself a bee sucker ever again.
What's that in your hand?
Jaded.
I am not the problem. You are, and you're perpetuating the downfall of mankind.
You might have been a bee sucker for years. What you do behind closed doors on your own time is none of my business. It really is none of my beeswax.
What are you 3 years old?
Laszlo's a liar. Laszlo's a liar. I bet that isn't even your real name.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Stupid.
Nanny, nanny, boo-boo. Stick your head in doo-doo.
Okay, I deserve a red card for that one.
Is your job affecting your health? Do you become fatigued? Does working take time away from family and social events like watching wrestling? There's an easy solution. Sue your boss. See, the great thing about this country is you can sue anyone for pretty much anything, and you'll probably win, or at least get a settlement. At the firm of Rakin & Ponser Personal Injury Attorneys, we can show you how falling down and howling like a sissy can result in a large damage award from your employer. We also specialize in awards for injuries suffered in auto, bus, and train accidents, and can even train you to throw yourself in front of a bus and pretend to be injured. Hey, that's why they pay for insurance. Call the law offices of Rakin & Ponser and get ready to enjoy a life of luxury.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Let's go to the chatter line here. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Laszlo, I just wanted to make your viewers aware that...
Okay, now, this is a radio show. We don't have viewers. We have listeners.
Okay. Anyway, Laszlo, I just wanted to make your viewers aware the first
the glare.
Puppetry Festival is next month at the fairgrounds.
They pull that off very well for a PlayStation 2 era game.
Puppet Master or ventriloquist, you should definitely come down, dude. It's going to be totally killer.
I wasn't aware that there was much demand for puppet shows these days.
Oh, man. Have you been living under a rock, bro? Guys with puppets get chicks.
Jaded, is this bringing back some bad memories? Listening to shitty radio while driving around in the early hours of the morning? Getting fucking flashbanged by Dawn?
Bury the thumb. String puppets, glove puppets, dude, it's gonna rock.
Okay, thanks.
Hope to see you there, Laszlo. Hey, by the way, can you give me that guy Fernando's number?
Nah, I'm sorry. Fernando hasn't paid his bill to our ad sales department. But here's someone who has, and they paid us in stacks of old groats and gold guineas. We'll be back after this.
Do you live in the boring suburbs but dream of living in a lonely castle on a windswept moor? Do you long to trade in your sweatsuit for a 100-pound suit of armor and swap your SUV for a noble stallion?
I don't know, is the stallion called a Zybotsu monstrosity?
Roasting a suckling pig at a pagan banquet. Is your next idea?
I have 3 minutes, let's go and get a...
Get ready, Liberty City!
This weekend and every weekend at Liberty City Park, it's the Medieval Millennium Fair. Our band of traveling minstrels, knights, and maidens oh so fair are ready to delight you with tales of the Black Death, witch burnings, and the joys of being a feudal serf. Forget about air conditioning and modern medicine. We've got all the leeches, spells, and potions you...
So is this one of those things where the limitations of what GTA was at the time really has been replaced by newer things? If they talked about this fair in GTA 4 or GTA 5, you would be able to go to the park and see like the fair just there.
Learn how to rid your condo of vermin using a penny whistle and a mysterious prancing German named Hans. The Medieval Millennium Fair, every weekend at Liberty City.
Oh god, I hate that.
All right, Liberty City, you are listening to Chatterbox, the show that is the #1 reason for the success of the internet. All right, let's take a call. Who's on the line?
Clothes.
What about them?
Clothes.
What are you talking about?
Laszlo, clothes.
As a side thing, I love that. So they do the single-hand reason for the success of the internet, right? They do a callback in Liberty City Stories of exactly that, where there's like a tech thing that's really pro-internet, set in the, because Liberty City Stories is set in like the mid-90s.
The line has two distinct advantages over you. One, I mean, it says you say a king, and therefore it can exercise its royal prerogative to not wear clothes. And two, it's a cat, and therefore it doesn't have to. And three, I mean, now that I think about it, if you want to try to dress a lion, you can, but I guess what we're learning is that life can be a little unfair at times.
I'm naked, Laszlo. I'm naked.
I really didn't need to know that.
I would like my stream community here to be aware that I am not naked, I am wearing pajamas.
There's nothing wrong with being naked. It's so invigorating feeling the hot leather of a chair or the cool wind from the north on your naked body.
I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Don't you believe in free speech and free expression? No, of course you don't. All you believe in is free drinks. I'm naked and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I'm naked and I feel so good.
Well, what about winter?
What do you mean?
I'm not wearing hot leather pajamas.
When the wind blows and it's really cold, I mean, do you prance about like a ninny waiting for your privates to go blue?
I was born naked and I'm gonna die naked.
And all shriveled up by the sound of things.
Winter was invented by clothing companies. Clothes are unnecessary. They're ugly. Have you ever cooked in the nude?
No.
It's a heated chair, don't worry about it.
A lot of other people waiting to talk about real...
Don't worry about it, Jaded. The chair's hotter than the guy's body because it's a heated chair.
Come on.
Sold to him by Audi.
Figurehead for Liberty City Naturists. We have more members now for the first time since 1977. Nudity is back. A lot of people are into nudity and really understand the spiritual side.
What? of hanging out with loads of naked chicks. I mean, I see the fun in it, but I just think clothes have distinct advantages, like not accidentally cooking yourself, or when you're working on a building.
We're not swingers. It's not about sex. It's about being one with the world.
All right, dude, groovy. Hug a rainbow. It's time for a public service announcement.
Hello, I'm Donald Blum.
I'm glad that this.
Under my guidance, Love Media has emerged as the fastest-growing.
I'm glad that this game has had an effect like that on more than just me.
Television and radio stations across the
Especially considering that you were both in your 30s when this game was launched. Like, me being 13, you kind of expect it to addle my teenage mind. But the fact it was so memorable to you two who were technically functioning adults when it was released.
That's why we're the fastest-growing cable supplier and health insurance provider in the Northeast. And why our new satellite in China is something all Americans can be proud of. Here at Love Media, we are proud of what we have done to help America and to help hard-working Americans relax. For investment opportunities or information about our new interactive television service, please go to www.lovemedia.tv.
Ooh, that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. All right, let's go to line 8. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Bob from Pine Creek.
Hey, what's up, Bob from Pine Creek?
Well, I've been listening to your show. There's always people going on about problems in school.
Oh, it's raining. Something that's a bit understated is your car's handling does change in the rain.
I guess it seems that way.
Which is why I'm using this particular taxi and not the other taxi. I used to do this, I've done the 100 taxi fares quite a bit. I used to use the more traditional looking taxi, but in the rain that thing will slide.
Kids these days, they complain a lot, but you know what? It costs even more. I mean, shoes, books, toys, even special...
Yeah, I didn't take care of my GTA 3 map very well. It was blue tacked to a wall, it fell apart. Vice City San Andreas maps are still in their boxes though. I think the GTA 3 map is in the box, but it is all torn up. I should have laminated them. But like I was a child.
You know what? He went to bed hungry only 20, maybe 30 times. He learned. Now he brings his mother lunch in bed every day so she can sleep in. Let me tell you, everyone should have their kids serving up food. He even cooks for the whole family. These days he's getting too big to sweep chimneys, so now he's a paralegal raking and home. He's 7 and he's making mad to me $23,000 a year. And on weekends, he doesn't go to the mall, play soccer, read, or do any of that kind of stuff. No, he works in the basement of a marketing company making photocopies all night. Hell, he'd go to sleep during the day. That's another $8,000 right there.
I know that somewhere, though it might be at my mother's place, I actually have the official strategy guide, the Prima official strategy guide for GTA Vice City. My parents bought it for me one Christmas.
He's my kid. How can I exploit something I own? Exploitation. You sound like a communist. Kids in Russia, they don't work. That's why everything's so messed up over there. You have to wait in line for toilet paper.
Really?
And their space station was made out of milk crates. I'll tell you, working for a living is the American way. That, and the only thing more American is having folks work for you.
That sounds a little oppressive and even despotic.
Exactly, Laszlo. You hit the nail on the head that time. My kid, I'm telling you, just shut the schools down, make the kids work. That book stuff's all for sissies anyway.
And doctors and politicians, lawyers, and whatever. I can't be bothered to argue with you, but I do feel sorry for your little Johnny, the 7-year-old cook, chimney sweep, paralegal photocopier, because his daddy's an idiot. Let's take a quick break.
Phil and I just had another kid, so of course we need a bigger SUV. Being a mom is hard with soccer, football, and lacrosse practice. So we bought the new...
So I'm trying to gauge where this point is.
It's so big. We lost little Joey in the back and couldn't find him for an hour. When I'm rushing to the mall or talking on my cell phone, I know me and my family are safe. The Maibatsu monstrosity has 4-wheel drive, and in amphibious mode, it can cross rivers. So far, I've only hit a few puddles, but it's good to know it's there. With the time I save taking shortcuts through the strip mall parking lot, I can focus on the important things, like gazing longingly at the pool boy or buying more exercise equipment off the TV. So what if it's 3 miles to the gallon? I'm a mom, not a conservationist. The new Maibatsu...
Ah, good, I can get a...
Mine is bigger.
I can get a spray.
Have one delivered.
Hey, look, a rainbow in the distance.
petsovernight.com and we'll send you a giraffe overnight. petsovernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
This stuff was the foundation of the Rockstar verse, a parallel world where societal failings are exaggerated. Kind of like what we've since done with world building. Yeah.
Talk to somebody about their life.
I mean, even if you consider that the
My name's Martha.
GTA 4 and its spin-offs in GTA 5 are technically in the same but different world. The ongoing Rockstar build-up for all of this. It's very good. It was better in the first 3 games where they explicitly tied it together with repeating characters at different stages in their lives. But you know.
Suppose you want to buy a new CD. What do you do, Leslie?
I go to a shop, and the name's Laszlo.
I know, Leslie. I'm a regular listener. Well, I don't. I buy a CD online, and then I rip the music into a different format so I can listen to it while I'm jogging. It's incredible. I also like jazz and cooking, and reality through the internet is really good for my hobbies. I think it's amazing. I used to go out a lot, but I don't have to go out ever again. It's incredible. I don't envy those kids with their stock options or their fast cars. They earn them. The internet has saved my life.
This is really going nowhere. Do you have anything interesting to say at all?
Well, I once crocheted the Declaration of Independence.
That's phenomenal. It's probably one of the reasons there's so many single men in this city. All right, let's go over to here to line 79. Hello, you're on Chatterbox.
Don't forget that Sam Hauser is in the game as a character. I think it's Sam. It might be Dan. I'm pretty certain it's Sam Hauser is in the game as a character.
Yes, you are. I'm sure it's very exciting for you, but what do you want to talk about?
Oh, man, I mean, what else is there? I could go on all day, but well, you know how it is, don't you, Laszlo?
Not really. I mean, what's your name? What did you call about?
I'm sorry. I'm Maria, you know, Maria, like Mamma Mia, only different, you know, but, you know, men, M-E-N. It's a dirty word, there's only 3 letters. You know what I mean? I mean, your broadcasters are all the same, aren't you? I mean, I heard about you. You're always out on...
Yeah, I love her. I love her a lot, like a bullet to the brain.
One of those convenience jobs to protect you, I bet? I know what you're all like. You know more about men than I know about leopard skin furniture. So less of that clever stuff and give me some advice. I mean, come on, I got real problems.
They really did pull in all those sort of like B-listers, didn't they, for this? It's like, hey, you want an extra like $400? Come and play a character for in this video game.
Then it all went wrong, and so, you know, I found someone else, and he seems real nice, but, you know, he don't talk too much, so I really can't tell if he likes me. And, well, I guess what I want to know is, you know, how do you tell if a guy is serious?
See, things like this is where a dynamic station would have been good in GTA 3, because she's talking about the player character, but you've not actually met.
What do you mean, like me? Well, what
it would probably be better off playing like after
you're listening to Chatterbox, where your opinion matters.
After Sayonara Salvatore.
Hello, caller. What's your name?
Jeff from Rockford.
Hello, Jeff. What's up?
I wanted to tell you and your listeners about a once-in-a-lifetime chance to make a difference. There's a rally tomorrow evening at the
I haven't had the echo bug yet.
Although we'll be painting banners and singing songs all night and all day to prepare for it. Then, when tens of thousands have gathered in the park, we're going to march on the town hall. Laszlo, the people have spoken. And they have
the rally.
My town. So, folks, if you're listening and want to make a difference, get yourself down to the park and prepared to bring democracy back to the people.
So, what's this rally about, Jeff?
It's about people standing up and being counted. It's about the future. It's about telling those morons in the suits, no thanks. Not in my town. Not while I have a breath in my body and hope in my soul. I cannot let this pass.
Let what pass?
It's about grabbing the town by the balls and saying, listen.
I'm distracted and I forgot I was looking for a fair, not going to a place.
Solutions to difficult problems. It's about what it means to be an American. It's about giving something back.
Giving what back, Jeff?
Hope, dreams, belief.
Belief in what? I mean, look, Jeff, I admire your passion, really I do, but what will people be marching for? What's your rally about?
It's about justice, Mr. Lowe, a chance to shine and make a difference. About thousands of people walking side by side as brother marchers. Only one thing on their mind, the chance to make a difference. Bring your friends. Nothing shows a man how much you mean to him more than the chance to walk together for justice. Bring your kids. They can paint signs, and we'll even have a face painter and a vegan barbecue. Bring your parents, dude. Even the elderly care about tomorrow.
I understand that. It sounds like a great rally, but we're not a political station, and you haven't really told us why people should do this. What is it about?
Look, do you want to help or not?
I don't know what I'm helping.
You're helping America. What kind of patriot are you? It's a rally.
Vegan barbecue is just
It's for hope. Please come, everybody.
Vegetable kebabs, let's be honest.
All right, you fight the power, brother. Say, later on in the show, if you're into health foods or martial arts, we'll have a special guest just for you. This guy's really special.
Yeah, just put a bunch of veggies on a skewer and there you go.
All right, let's go to the phones. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Huh?
You're on Chatterbox. What's on your mind?
Oh, wow. I can't believe it.
Do you have a question?
Dude, I call every day and I never get through. This is amazing. You do a great show, man.
Thanks. What's up?
Oh, man, I'm serious. Really great. You're like...
You ever been bored enough to do all 100 of these in one go?
Inspired you about?
Well, okay, right now I live
Let's see
in
if I can do it.
pretty soon, like next week, dude. I'm moving out. It's the big 4-0, and it's just time to go.
Okay. Did you have anything relevant to say?
Yeah, dude, that B-dude was bogus.
Thankfully, the police don't chase you when you're dropping off a fare, else I would have been busted
I
there.
appreciate that. That's why I went to broadcasting school. All right, when we come back from these messages that help supplement my meager salary, we're going to talk to Reed Tucker. It's going to be a great interview. We'll be right back.
A good shoe starts from the ground up. At Eris, we make high-quality footwear. In fact, you can find Eris running shoes in over 140 countries around the world. In the past, there's been some criticism about our workers. That's why I'm here at one of the Eris factories so you can meet some of them. Excuse me, sir. Do you enjoy your job here?
It's fun. We get to play with knives.
I see. Is there a real sense of teamwork?
My friend Joey sewed his hands together.
Wow, you're learning some real skills. How about the salary and benefits?
Yesterday, I made a
Fun
dollar.
fact.
See, that's the kind of dedication
This is the first time
and the quality of our shoes.
I've heard this advert with a good set of
Always
headphones.
running from something.
And it's the first time I've picked up on that very slight
Log on to petsovernight.com. We've got exotic pets galore, including tigers, cobras, manatees.
Yesterday, I made $1.
All delivered overnight. Petsovernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
All right, now joining us in the studio, we have a very special guest.
You know, I should put that as a donation total. If you donate exactly $1, I get that playing.
Market in Trenton. His name is Reed Tucker. Welcome to Chatterbox, Reed.
Why, thank you, Laszlo. It certainly is an honor to be here today.
So tell me, Reed, where
$1 or 100 bits, it plays.
arts and organic food? I mean,
Yesterday I made $1.
pizza. Both are great, but they really shouldn't be put together.
Okay, Laszlo.
But no one ever donates bits.
Nothing like ice cream with pizza.
Oh.
Ice cream is milk-based, as we all
After the
know.
death of the bit mines.
Tolerant. And pizza, as you may know as well, is a sandwich derivative of Italian origins, but I won't go on. Martial arts are about discipline and
Pizza isn't Italian, it's
football,
Greek.
eating junk food. You have to explore your mind and your digestive system, Laszlo. What you put in also comes out.
Especially corn. What's the story with that anyway?
Laszlo, I'm deadly serious now. My mentor was a 430-year-old monk who showed me the way to enlightenment through character.
Okay. If you have a question for Reed, we'll be taking calls in a little bit. I think we all went through a ninja period. You know, I had the Chinese stars and the nunchucks.
This is not a period, Laszlo. This is a way of life. Thanks to a strict vegan diet, I had the power of 9 men. After morning meditation and a 3-bean salad, I could chop a bus in half. Sometimes I even frighten myself.
The meditation and a 3-bean
You're
salad.
kind of a scrawny, pasty dude. And it says on the inside cover of your book that you still live in your parents' basement.
Okay, it's not a basement. I prefer a center for spiritual enlightenment. In chapter 17 of my book, which I know you've read, I address the dangers of cynicism. Laszlo, a closed mind is like a closed fist, and karate means open hand, but it might as well mean open mind. If you like wheatgrass, I think you'll really like my book.
Well, I'm not a masticating cow, so I really don't enjoy chewing damp hay and prancing around in leggings, shouting, "Hi-ya!"
Okay, Laszlo, I'm warning you this time. Do not make me angry. It's bad for my karma, and it will definitely be bad for your karma. I studied the martial arts so I could stand up to bullies just like you, and I encourage everyone listening out there on Chatterbox to buy my book and learn how organic food and martial arts can help you too.
And I encourage anyone who needs a doorstop or booster seat to buy it as well. Let's see who's on the phones.
Laszlo, this is your final warning. Do not let me go into my dragon's dance.
Hello, caller. You are on the air.
Hello, Reed. I bought your book. It really saved my life.
Why, thank you.
I wanted to ask about chapter 29, yoga, not yogurt. I just can't give up cheese. So wonderful.
Potato.
Rejected chocolate milk and cat butter out of my life. I've scooted around the house with my legs pinned behind my head for 2 days now.
Can't give up cheese, it's so wonderful.
I even put all the dairy on the top shelf of the fridge so I couldn't reach it with my legs pinned behind my head and all. But I grew weak and start knocking things down with a broom.
Ah.
Do not fret, my child.
Fair enough.
You certainly are.
Shut up, you carnivore. Why don't you go gnaw on a bone like a gorilla, Laszlo? Our ancestors didn't eat chicken wings. They lived at one with nature and their ecosystem, subsisting on a diet of nuts, berries, and leafy vegetables.
Yes, and they threw stones at their own shadow and died of old age and fear at 24.
Laszlo, the soul is eternal. But let me answer the question. When I'm in trouble or tempted by those all-you-can-eat breakfast buffets with huge pans of juicy bacon...
Can we get some bacon in here?
Laszlo, I go back to basics. I start the day with a fruity beverage, some meditation, and 6 hours of yoga. Next, I go open up my shop, now and then, and drink 2 pints of hand-pressed potato juice.
And who wants a steak after that? Okay, next caller, you are on Chatterbox with Reed Tucker.
Yo, Reed, Kung Fu movies are dope. How can I learn to beat up 10 guys at once?
Okay, first things first, my man. You need to stop the negative thinking. And the best attack I've found is to just run away. That way you...
Gorillas can be whatever the fuck they want, Jaded.
When you might descend from the rafters like a bat.
I don't want to hear about no tofu running away. I want to learn about being a ninja.
Like, I'm not going to argue with a gorilla. If a gorilla turns around and tells me it wants fucking KFC, I'm not even going to question why it's able to tell me that.
I once thought like you before my master took me under his wing and taught me the joys of soy and origami. Concentration begins in the mind and spreads to all the extremities of the body. You must use the language of the body, not the tongue. And the language of the body begins with raw, uncooked organic...
I don't know, Taylor. What do you call a gorilla with a gun?
I could tear a phone book in half with my bare toes. In fact, Laszlo, I could eat...
Sir, yes, yes,
This
yes.
is made of 2-inch thick composite wood pulp and has a mahogany veneer finish. It has 3 drawers, and knowing this station, it cost $100. In his own words, Reed Tucker is about to smash it into 2 half desks. Take it away,
Oh,
Reed.
fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, I already visualized the desk in 2 half desks, and now I shall make it so. Dragon stance. Hey-ya! Oh! Ow! Oh, Laszlo! Laszlo! I think I hurt my hand and my pinky's all bent the wrong way.
Listen, Karate Kid, the desk gets still in one piece. Thanks for coming on the show.
Okay, Laszlo, mockery will get you nowhere. I think I'm gonna hit you now.
Oh, I bruise easily. Don't throw any tofus or bean curds at me.
Okay, very funny, Laszlo. It's easy to make fun of me, but it's all the fault of the feng shui in here. It's downright disgraceful.
Yes, it makes you talk like this. Okay, the listener lines are open. This is Chatterbox. You're on the air.
Hey, Laszlo. That last guy was a lunatic. Where'd you dig him up from? The state loony bin? And that wacko you had going on about killer bees? What a moron. I mean, just read a newspaper. Killer bees, the evils of artificial sweeteners in soda pop, Roswell. It's all part of the government's propaganda plan. I might as well wear a satellite dish so they can beam their propaganda right into my brain. Come on, do you honestly believe the NSA's echelon system isn't already reading your emails and recording your phone conversations?
Holy shit, I forgot about this comment.
About our rights being taken away in the name of fighting whatever boogeyman they come up with.
That was rather prescient.
The government listens to this station, and if they weren't paying particular attention to you before, they're probably going to be following you now.
Oh yeah, hey, look, they already got me once, but never again.
Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah. Free Kevin!
All right, we're talking about short guys, killer bees, the Magna Carta, well, the red light on the wall is flashing, which means that the owner of the station has an important announcement to make. Let's go live to his office.
Hello, my name is Donald Love. You're listening to a Love Media station. Enjoy.
Wow, man, that was deep. You know, I really like working here. This station, it feels like my second family. Except that we have a snack machine. And I tell you, working here beats the hell out of digging sewage ditches outside Kuala Lumpur. All right, let's go to the phones. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Laszlo, man, I was listening to that English wimp you were talking to earlier.
Oh, I know this guy.
Do these guys realize how wussy they sound? I mean, they have the nerve to call crackers biscuits, and they say aluminium instead of aluminum. I mean, what's up with that? They all think they sound so smart with a little funny accent. I mean, I got something for them. Speak English, you limey morons.
Well, you know, I think they were speaking English before we were. The people over here were speaking Shoshone and Cherokee.
Man, Cherokee's man. And another thing, what's up with them calling soccer football?
This character could be in King of the Hill.
What, soccer? Man, that's a boring game, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what soccer is. Soccer's for little girls, man. Football, now that's an American sport. It teaches you good, wholesome American values, man, like stealing other people's land by force and wearing tight pants while you do it.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about being a man, Laszlo. Something you wouldn't know anything about from the sound of things. I'll tell you, I bet you played wimpy stuff like touch football and basketball. Look, I'm running around the court bouncing the ball and I'm 7'3". I'm telling you, man, I only play men's sports like football and hopscotch.
Hopscotch? That's a girl's game.
Man, that ain't a girl's game, man.
I know writers use subtext and they're all carrots.
I'll take anybody down. I'm the hopscotch master. I got fly skills in hopscotch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see your point, but, you know, you'd be a little cranky, too, if your empire had fallen apart over the last 100 years. And speaking of commerce, it's time for some commerce here. Let's go to commercials. We'll be back after this.
Has your marriage gone stale? Has the spark gone out of your love life? Looking to add a little adventure to the monotony of monogamy? Hello, I am Fernando Martinez, founder of Fernando's New Beginnings.
Trust me, as someone who's been in a poly relationship, that shit tires you out.
How 2 kids and a mortgage can take the passion out of your life. With our 3-step program, you'll rediscover romance guaranteed.
Hi, my name's Phil. I've got 3 kids, 2 cars, and a mortgage. My love life was going stale, even before my wife's car accident. Then I called New Beginnings. Thanks to Fernando, I'm still married, but on Wednesday afternoons, I meet Barbara at the motel by the turnpike.
See? The passion is back. Phil's marriage is saved, and his kids will have a daddy to look up to. Call New Beginnings today. 555-9292. It will be a miracle. I guarantee it. Fernando's New Beginnings. We turn an ending into a new beginning.
Mom, there's a package for you.
But I didn't order anything. What's this? How sweet. Gee willikers, it's a puppy.
Everybody loves a puppy, and now you can ship
I
one.
read that as basketball, Jaded, and I'd be like, wait, basketball is also Canadian.
Delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
And who says that e-commerce isn't a brilliant idea? All right, speaking of brilliant, you're listening to Chatterbox with me, Laszlo. Let's go over here to the phones and see what's plaguing Liberty City. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Wow, I got through. Laszlo, I think your last 2 callers are a perfect example of manners in this city. People are rude, and they don't seem to care about anything but themselves. Perfect example. The other day, I stopped at the store to pick up an exercise bar because I hadn't had breakfast or lunch. So I go up to pay, and the lady's like, $1.25, please. So I get out my checkbook, and this guy behind me is like, oh, come on, lady, you don't have $2? And I said, as a matter of fact, I don't. I spent my last $2 last night buying gas at these ridiculous gas prices. And besides, who are you anyway? Can't you see that I'm wearing my I Walked for the Cure t-shirt? People are so inconsiderate.
Well, you'll get no argument from me. I mean, I get every inconsiderate moron in Liberty City calling into this show. I mean, people think that I have no feelings whatsoever.
I also love this one, to be fair.
Another perfect example.
This is the exact kind of self-centered caller you'd get on a rich hour radio station.
And this maniac comes right up on my bumper, flashing his lights, and I'm like, hey guy, the light is red. You can't just come up behind me honking and flashing your lights. Then he gets over this megaphone and says, to the woman in the teal Maibatsu monstrosity, please move to the side. Can you believe it? I mean, who has a megaphone rigged into their car? People are so obnoxious these days, and rude. I mean, I tell my nanny to teach my kids some manners.
You know, I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello, next caller, you're on Chatterbox.
Hello, Laszlo. Did that woman say she was a nanny? Because Freddie needs a nanny because he's been a very...
I love the very slight, like, that comes out of Laszlo's mouth when he calls.
United States Marine Corps, 2nd Battalion. Laszlo, that caller made a really valid point. These kids today have no respect for authority. And there is one thing that would whip them into shape.
Let me guess, the military.
That's right. The military teaches you respect, obedience, and it gives you a good pitch. These kids that thought they were going to be millionaires, look where the super information highway has gotten them. Nowhere. It's a dead end. Uncle Sam takes care of his boys. And some girls. If more people would join the military, this would be a better country. I tell you another thing about respect. These kids don't respect veterans who fought for your freedom. When I came back from the Australian-American War, I didn't get a hero's welcome. I didn't get a pat on the back from my friends and neighbors saying thanks for...
Yeah, you can. It's great.
After years of fighting in the trenches, I come back here and everyone's watching TV.
Now, can you tell me what this Australian-American War was? I mean, I really never heard of it.
God, not another one. Have you read a history book lately, son?
Ow.
The Australian-American War was the biggest war since the 50s. I tell you, I did do 2 tours and take boomerang shrapnel in my head.
I need to... I should have gone down that way.
Deny history. Those Aussies are ruthless. They even wired kangaroos with explosives. Come hopping in again. Knock out 10 guys.
Well, thanks for the history lesson. All right, let's go over here. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Yeah? Is that Laszlo?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
My name ain't important. It's real unimportant, okay?
No, not really. I mean, this is a radio show. People
No, okay, I can't do the first. I'm about to time out, I think.
You want to keep being a wise guy?
Unless I can pick up somebody really quick
Like, unimportant...
after I get into the pay and spray.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Why are you calling in today?
Because I need some advice. And I ain't doing any of that shrink shit.
If you swear again, we're gonna have to cut you off.
To be fair, it was before, like an actual modern war.
Real angry. It's my mom.
Come on, please don't let me die it.
I mean, I do a good job and all, but she treats me like a little boy. More
The
like
clock always stops at 1, but I'm pretty certain that was at 0.
Tony, and it's driving me freaking nuts.
Well, Tony...
Tony? How'd you know my name was Tony? You're tracing this
I'm pretty certain I'm still going to die here.
real intimately acquainted with what your brains look like. My name ain't
Tony.
Okay?
Okay.
But my mom...
Please give me a time bonus. 14 seconds.
For yourself. Don't take no shit. But all I do is to be a good son. I want her to show that she cares for me. Show that she loves me. And, you know, say I was a good kid. But it seems like nothing's ever good enough for her. You know what I mean? What do I do?
Well, Toad, I mean, sir, you know, in life we have a lot of obligations, and we just kind of have to face up to them. And right now, I'm obligated to play some commercial announcements.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to manage this.
Get a new friend for everyone.
I am trying damn hard.
He gets in lots of trouble, but he's a bouncy little fellow. 'Cause
3,
he's got springs
2,
for legs.
1.
Pogo the monkey, the best new video game.
No.
I love you, Pogo. You.
I earned 293,000 from that.
Evil research
Okay.
laboratory, where the
Okay.
mean old scientists genetically
Okay.
altered him.
We did well. I only need 17 left.
Scientist is going to get you, Pogo.
I got screwed by that 2-star wanted level.
Have a gold coin.
Good thing Pogo has a banana.
Also, tiny little touches that many people won't notice. When you enable the taxi mission in the rain,
They squirted in your eye.
your
Here you go, Pogo.
your fee thing over the head actually reflects in the water.
Including saving
On
Timmy,
the
who fell
road.
down the well.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a big watch.
Rescue a cat out of that tree.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed that if I didn't get that 2-star wanted level, I could have easily managed to get to 100. But,
And help Pogo to his final mission, to storm the White
well,
House
at least
with
it's
friends and become
not
president
like
of the
the
United States.
ambulance where you have to do it all in one
Kids
go.
are sure to stare at for hours. Everyone loves Pogo. Idiot Gamer called Pogo the best spring and simian game since bouncing bananas. Buy the game Pogo the Monkey today. Right, Pogo? And coming soon, Pogo the Monkey card game, Pogo the Monkey plastic dolls, Pogo the Monkey quilt covers, and Pogo
We'll just go until the page that comes up at the top. We'll know if this one works because it
Lady in your
unlocks
life, why not Pogo the Monkey chocolates and
the
hygiene?
Ruby Taxi. I can't remember what it's
And for
called.
kids, a life-size, living, breathing, springing
But
monkey,
you know the
all
one I mean.
available at pogothemonkey.com.
All right, Liberty City, this is your talk radio show Chatterbox, where your opinion matters. Let's go to the phones. Hello, caller, you're on Chatterbox.
Hey, you ever had possum? That's good eating.
Nah.
Okay, I think it's finally looped.
Well, you ought to try it sometime. I tell you, man, it's good eating. Possum, raccoon,
About an hour.
zebra meat. It's pretty good.
Do you have anything else to say, or...?
This first as a gaming man called Idiot Gamer. Yeah.
They come with notes attached, just like a fortune cookie with wings. Squirrels. Squirrels not so good. They taste like goldfish. Meat real stringy. You know what I mean?
I like that this guy not only knows what squirrels taste like, but he also knows what goldfish taste like.
Squirrel and put on a few extra pounds, I'd use the Dormatron. Unlike those other exercise machines that require you to be awake, the Dormatron actually exercises you overnight. Let's learn a little bit more about it.
I mean, Military veterans I've spoken to have said that you kind of exercise overnight when you're doing a long march because you fall asleep while marching.
I've had my mouth sewn up, my hands chopped off. You name it, I've tried it.
Yeah, except for exercising and eating right, Porky.
That's right, honey. Then I found the Dormatron. Using a new technology called biorhythmic subconscious gymnastics, the Dormatron exercises you while you sleep. Just strap in your arms and legs, put on the Dormatron headset, then wrap yourself in this special high-voltage electric blanket. Turn it on to 11 and burn those pounds away while you have a relaxing night's sleep. Now that I've lost 280 pounds, my husband's all mine again.
That's right, honey. No more escort services for me. Don't be fat a day longer than you have to. Remember, being fat can even ruin a romantic cruise. Call Dormatron
It's a very specific thing, isn't it?
Or visit www.sleepofflar.com and sleep your way to a thinner, happier you. I'm a marketing manager who lives in the suburbs and commutes to work on the highway. I live alone, so of course I needed a car that can seat 12 and is equipped to drive across Arctic tundra. It just makes me feel better.
The new my box.
Yeah, I'm starting to flag. Sorry, folks.
Bigger.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a good commercial. I love commercials, don't you? This is Chatterbox. We are taking your calls right now. Hello, caller. You are on the air.
Hi, Laszlo. Is that your real name?
Huh? Of course it's my real name.
Okay, I'm going to change the radio station now. Because why not? We've looped through the entirety of Chatterbox. Pretty certain head radio has nothing on it that's going to get DMCA'd, so... It does sound like it's an interest, like there's like an anecdote from one of the developers, but to be honest, it's just as likely that it was just put in because it sounds funny. You can imagine it now, right? There's probably a collection of pop musicians, pop and rock musicians, who aren't particularly well known, but everybody knows at least one track they worked on because it will be in GTA3.
I'm Michael Hunt, you can call me Mike, with another fat jam of non-stop rock from the station that can give you more.
This is the laziest person ever, because to get to Super Save, it's just around here. Actually, this is a very American thing, where you don't have walkable cities at all. So to get across, like, to get from a hotel to a mall that's just, like, over the fence, you basically have to hire a cab. Because you can't just walk there despite it being less than 100 yards.
After the divorce and losing little Tommy, life was getting me down. I couldn't focus on anything at work. After trying Equinox, I've been Employee of the Month 3 times in a row.
I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep.
Equinox is new.
Equinox, it's basically caffeine.
Equinox, softening life's.
There's a duo group out of Montreal that still gets canon airplay to this day, and they sound just like a fictional boy band at GTA.
Rock and roll jam at Liberty City's premier bowling alley. I'm Mike Wheels of Steel Hunt.
I know she sounds kinda crude, but she feels kinda good. She swings her hips and her bits to the rock and roll groove. What she makes, what she
You mean this band, right?
but she can't hide from the side. What is making mood? Calling lady, gone crazy.
Does it actually tell us what song is playing in this one? No.
This is
What the hell? It reset?
300 TV stations.
I just... What?
Thank you.
No, I'm very confused. I've never had that happen. Fuck. I am really sorry. I don't know how that restarted like that.
Non-stop rock and pop. It's Head Radio.
Huh. Maybe it's an emulation bug. Maybe there's an emulation bug that restarts the entire playlist. That would explain why Chatterbox basically looped the same, like, 3 or 4 minute segment. It could also, like, it also very likely it's because I went into the options. I'm just very confused. It's Love Song by Sky, the Canadian band. Oh, so it is actually the Canadian band. Hello, CK. Love you, CK. I'm aware that saying that is likely to get you kicking my ass, but, you know. I believe I need to get to 17 and 16. May as well go for a 20, get the bonus. Assuming 15 doesn't ping it. Oh, okay, I apologize. I did misunderstand. The question is, have they been around 20 years? Have they been around long enough to actually have been on here? This might be the last one. And... no.
On Head Radio, owned by Love
Right, I didn't have to do 100 in a row, did I?
Exactly the same.
I thought it was 100 overall. Oh, that raises...
Have one delivered. Just log on to petsovernight.com and we'll send you a cute kitten overnight. Petsovernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
More tolerable, less annoying. A better variety of weird noises between songs. The station your parents warned you about. More commercials.
I'm entirely here for the self-referential bits.
Fewer positioning statements.
Blue-eyed soul band. Okay.
Is the one and only Head Radio.
Are you ready to party? These boys.
Did I honestly have to do 100 in one run? Or did I only make it to like... Wait, no, I made it to 80... Was it 81 or 83 I made it to? I'm now confused. I should have got the ping. I can't remember if it was 81 or 83. There we go. Bigger, faster, harder, the new Borg 9 taxis. Oh, I'm probably pronouncing that very wrong. I've only ever seen it written down, and I've always pronounced it as Borg 9. It was probably Borgian? I don't know. Anyway, let's go and get a taxi. GTA 3 suffering from the worst kind of unlock system where you unlock cool shit immediately after you're done requiring them. You no longer need to do a taxi mission. Ever. So of course you unlock the fancy new taxi. And Borgnine taxis. With the blood-covered spikes in the front.
He can surely turn the tide. He can.
Right, let's drop a save. Oh dear. I forgot that this one likes to slide. That's why it's red. To hide the blood. Oh. One moment. Big old tanks with the bald tires. Let's go and drop a save. Always remember the staggy here saves. Yeah. Right. I did say it was only going to be a short one. It's 9 PM. I'm going to call it. Thank you, folks, for joining me. I'm going to go rest. Next time round, I'll probably do the stunt jumps and the RC mission destructions next. / the vehicle, excuse me, there's like a vehicle obstacle run. I'm going to leave the rampages to last, because if I remember right, the rampages can actually affect whether or not a gang likes or hates you, and I really don't want to be shot at when I'm trying to do, like, stunt jumps and everything. So, no. Anyway, thank you everybody. I cut it here. Have a good one. Bye.